The progressive revolution doesn't stop when the live show ends. Join the home of progressives and become a TYT member today. Click the link below.
The home of Tucker Carlson, Fox News personality, was targeted by protesters, and as a result, authorities were called. Luckily, no one got hurt, but this is an example of a protest going too far. Now, the protesters are behind a movement known as Smash Racism DC. So they went after Tucker Carlson because of the racist things that he says on his show. Carlson said the following: "I called my wife. She had been in the kitchen alone getting ready to go to dinner, and she heard pounding on the front door and screaming. Someone started throwing himself against the front door and actually cracked the front door." Later, video was posted of these protesters, and here is a little taste of what happened.
Tucker Carlson, we are outside your home to protest of fascism and racism. You promote hate that's led to an ideology that has led to thousands of people dying by the hands of the police, to trans women being murdered in the streets. Your policies promote hate, and we want you to know we know where you sleep at night.
Mailbox.
We know where you sleep at night.
We know where you sleep at night.
Tucker Carlson. Terrible, 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 terrible. Such a stupid idea. So what happens when they go to progressives' houses? And you guys went with signs. You think they're going to just show up with signs? And one idiot in the back said he said something about pipe bomb, that she wanted to bring a pipe bomb. So that is a threat. That's not a protest, that's a threat. Okay, don't go to people's houses. What this thing's gonna devolve, man. You got right-wingers doing insane bombings and shootings, etc. Now you got left-wingers going to people's houses, talking about pipe bombs and chanting, "We know where you sleep at night."
Yeah.
No, don't do that, man. That's a terrible idea. So, and look, it's a terrible idea in and of itself. I really shouldn't have to say more than that. But I'll go on because obviously some people are wrong-headed, okay? Outside of it being wrong, immoral, etc., you then allow them to call you a mob, okay? Because in that case, in a sense, I mean, they say that they eventually went up to the door and cracked it. You didn't see it in that video. But you've lost all moral high ground by doing that, so I believe Tucker Carlson. And then you go and actually touch his property. This is wrong in 1,000 ways. And by the way, if you're on his property, he could have you arrested for trespassing. And in a situation like that, that would certainly be understandable. You lose the moral high ground, not just for yourself, but for all progressives. And you neutralize the fact that they actually did violence on the other side, and now they'll call it even because of you idiots. So yeah, I mean, look, I did call you that. From time to time, I defend Antifa because I want you to remember what it actually means. It's short for, which I don't know why they shorten it. I mean, they're so bad at optics. Okay, it's short for anti-fascism. That should be a good thing. Between fascists and anti-fascists, I'm on the side of anti-fascists. Okay, and 9 out of 10 times, maybe 98 out of 100 times, all they do is they go shout and protest. That is an American right, and they have every right to do that. And in fact, it's an American thing to do, especially when it comes to politicians. But when you go to their house and you make threats, then you lose the moral high ground, and you do damage to the people on your side.
Yeah, and look, being angry at Tucker Carlson for the things that he says on his show makes sense. And I will always defend someone's First Amendment rights to approach that person in a public space and tell them what you think. I have no problem with that. Showing up to their home and saying, "We know where you sleep at night," and his wife doesn't deserve that. They have kids. That terrorizes them, and it's not okay. You have to think about what it would be like if the shoe were on the other foot, and that's not okay.
None of this is okay, man. So look, there was a deleted tweet that said, "Tonight you're reminded that we have a voice. Tonight remind you that you are not safe either." Don't do that, for God's sake. Anna's 100% right. Think about the shoe on the other foot. He's got 4 kids, okay? So imagine if they went to Chris Hayes' house. Imagine if they went to Elizabeth Warren's house. They went to Bernie Sanders' house. How would you like that? I would be enraged. And I am equally enraged when you go to his house. Don't do it. It's stupid and it's wrong. And one day you're going to go to somebody's house. They're going to be concerned about their safety, and apparently, given what was said, legitimately so, then they're going to come out with a weapon, and then some idiot in the crowd is going to have a weapon, and we're going to devolve into chaos here, guys. Then you got right-wingers in the street, you got left-wingers in the street, and this is headed to a really bad place. Both sides should not do it. And now look at this. Because of you idiots, we now have to say both sides. When it was all the right wing doing all the violence. And now you say some stupid things and you go to Tucker Carlson's house, now everyone will say both sides. Congratulations. The TYT Plus app is now available on iOS and Android. Download to get more TYT content at tyt.com/app.